lose it. I might lose it. Lose it. I might lose it.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today, there's going to be a pair of wide receivers looking to make big plays on the field. It's Jones's Falcons going up against Green's Bengals. It will be a cold one in Cincinnati as we take a look at Paul Brown Stadium. We'll welcome in our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Well, the snow started about 2 hours ago, and it doesn't show any signs of letting up soon as we join you from Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Atlanta Falcons and the Cincinnati Bengals. And we say hi again, everybody. Brandon Gaudin here as we count down to kickoff. I turn to my partner, that's Charles Davis. And Charles, Larry pointed out in the open, we've got a pretty good matchup of wide receivers here this afternoon, don't we?
And those guys have such a big impact on the game nowadays. We know it's a throwing game, but the guy, they want the attention.
The snow continuing to pile up at game time. And we are underway from Cincinnati. Here's Eric Weems now on the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And the man under center for these Atlanta Falcons on offense, Matt Ryan, who might be the front runner to take home the MVP trophy. And with these numbers, it's hard to argue. Just under 5,000 yards, 38 touchdowns, and just 7 interceptions.
But the numbers that I know Matt's focused on, that he's not going to talk to us about, is trying to win games in the playoffs. He's got 1 win so far in his career. He wants big numbers this time, and he's got a chance at home against Seattle and Russell Wilson.
The first carry for the tailback, Devontae Freeman. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Here's the offense, and we talk about the tight end, Jacob Tammett.
A lot of people thought of him as simply a safety valve receiver. He can be a primary receiver. Jacob Tammett shows better athleticism than what people expect.
Play clock winding down. Not enough sense of urgency there. Play clock hits 0, 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, I like your point there. Not enough sense of urgency. People walking up to the line of scrimmage. You've got to get up there and get set and be ready to go.
Still second down.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Now Ryan on second down. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. And the Bengals starting defensive unit now.
Adam Jones is a really talented cornerback who's having a career renaissance.
tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's 4th down.
The days of knowing your assignment, dropping to it, and calling it a day, that's over with. Because now, when you drop into a zone, especially as a defensive back, you're seeing the play in front of you. So if a man wanders into your area, guess what? Now it goes from zone to man coverage in many cases. And on this particular play, able to see the play in front of him, react to it, and knock the ball away. Gotta like what you just saw there if you like zone defense.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. And tough starting field position here. They'll run for the first time with Hill. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
Dalton to Hill on the draw. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game. 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. 3rd down from the gun. Dalton trying to get it to LaFell, but it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Nice stick. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, 24 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Afternoon, but this one is good. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now we see Andy Dalton bring Cincinnati out there. And Cincinnati, gosh, first time under Andy Dalton, they haven't been in the playoffs. His first 5 years, they made it. This year, 6-9-1. He threw for 4,200 yards, second best total of his career. But again, that's a quarterback who would trade those numbers to be back in the playoffs.
Yeah, hollow numbers for Andy Dalton. And let's face it, it started last offseason. Lost Marvin Jones, Mohamed Sanu, Tyler Eifert got hurt in the Pro Bowl last year, missed the beginning of the season. And then A.J. Green got hurt late in the season. So all of his weapons gone from him, and it made it tough for him to generate the offense he wanted to in Cincinnati, hoping to have a bounce-back year in 2017.
And in the backfield out of this starting group, you have to look out for Giovanni Bernard.
And you have to make sure you're ready to hit the spin button with this guy. Awfully exciting in the open field.
They send Green to the left on his own. Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10. And his throw is incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And that'll make it 3rd down. The starting defense for the Falcons.
Jonathan Babineau's a defensive tackle, knows how to get upfield and spill plays in the backfield.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Bernard churning, and he lost the football. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
We've got plenty of weather here today. We've got some snow going on, and they've come out of a dome. And there have been 2 ways of getting ready for this. Some have said, don't worry about the weather. Just practice in your normal conditions and handle it on game day. And others have said, find some weather, find some conditions somewhere, and try and get ready. What do you think?
Well, whatever the preparation there, the snow causing the fumble. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Not an ideal spot to be on 1st down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in 2nd and manageable.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Freeman again. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
So the run gets them the 1st, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They come out here in the eye. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. This will be caught just inside the 10. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, Ryan. And he's got Sanu. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu from 6 yards away. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, Those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Bryant now to tack on the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They come up in an offset eye. On 2nd down, Hill. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've hit the end of quarter 1. 14-0 is our score. We'll return to Cincinnati after this.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with the football to begin quarter number 2. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
380.
Dalton here from the gun. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Here's Bryant for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. On the return, it's Alex Erickson. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Vic Beasley from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9.
Yeah, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. He was able to pick up 6 yards there, so that leaves him with a 3rd and 13. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So on is the lefty, Kevin Huber, to kick it away for the Bengals here on 4th down. Back deep for the Falcons is Eric Weems. Fielded just inside the 20. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. A good balanced attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Right there.
On 2nd down, Ryan. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Geno Atkins able to drop him for a loss of a couple. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
So a big sack on 2nd down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for 3rd. third down. Ryan. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Vontaze Burfict. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a fourth down. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the two defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. A reminder coming up at halftime while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box. Yes. We'll be sending you to Orlando where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half.
Send me to Orlando, please.
Don't be so soft. Hill, the lone setback. First and 10 for Dalton. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And quickly they get to the line. On first and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And he's got the hook up to Brandon LaFell. And he's brought down. They'll get 16 yards there. And it'll give the Bengals a first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
So here we go, first and 10 now. Now Dalton with a first. Oh, here's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And that'll bring up second down. Offense looking to avoid a third and long. It's second and 10. Another look for Dalton on second and 10. He's got time in the pocket. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Brandon LaFell, the intended receiver. And it's third down. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a third and 10. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. He's got his man, Boyd. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They send Green to the left on his own.
380.
Dalton, first and 10. And it That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Tight end right, tight end right. Set 380. 380.
Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you it's not very good.
Now the Bengals defense readies as they head onto the field. They have a little something to build off of from last time with a 3-and-out.
And what they have to build off of? Great confidence right now. Being able to stuff someone on a 3-and-out, you feel like you're in control now. You're doing the dictating. They want to see if that can continue as this game progresses.
Will it continue? We'll see. After the interception, here's Ryan. He's got time. Michael Johnson in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. It'll be a gain of 18 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Bengals are on the bad end of things at home, but will have 2 quarters to turn it around. The Falcons deserve to be ahead, but will need to put together another strong half. All right, let's get straight to it. Here's some highlights from the first half. 3rd down from the 10. Here the defense will come up with the pick. Trufant's reading the play and comes away with it, ending the drive. Offense on the field now after the turnover. Freeman's going to use a stiff arm to get away, and this long run goes for a touchdown. That takes the lead up to 7. Following the forced fumble, middle of the field, the pass will be caught, and this 4-play drive goes for a touchdown. The Falcons up by 2 touchdowns. We go to the 2nd quarter. Babineau's going to pop the ball free on the sack. Falcons recover the ball and return it for a touchdown. Falcons lead ballooning to 21. Bengals have it at the 12. The pass ends up being picked off. Jackson's reading the play and comes away with it, ending the drive. That'll do it for us here at EA Sports Studios. Let's get back out to Brandon and Charles for the call of the 2nd half. Brandon.
Hello, my name is Kamal. I am from the clouds. I'm a human now, but I used to be a raindrop. Word up, I'm really good at putting words up. I make them levitate and circle with the birds. I don't need to force it, I let it occur. Whatever occurs, thank you. Feel like I was touched by an angel. Once again, a whole nother angle. I got a lot of holes in my angle. I got a lot of love and a whole lot of ignorance, and that's a good thing if you want to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate. Presence. Now. Presence. Come out. Hello. It's come out like a power within him. I get you down like gravity, rackety rappers and raps rapidly follow the rapid into the rapids of being rapping and rattling battle riddles and rivets into the sky. I'm a rebel feeling riveting, rhythmically clear. I am vigorous, spinner right to the rhythm, widow to side eye. I am the killer in the grasses. I am the kid in the corner with the glasses. I am the spectre, you should respect her. I don't expect a special, ain't special. I don't expect nothing. I'm just really glad I can say something. That's a blessing. Ain't no stress affecting my presence. But sometimes the pressure keep pressing. Worst keeps my impression impressed. That's the way to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate. From the presence now. Presence. Come out. Come out.
Tonight we ain't going out, so we invited everybody. The made, well, they're way too strong, but ain't nobody saying sorry. The speaker's so blown, no one knows what it is, but we keep it on repeat cause we don't want it to end. We got the rest of our lives for the rest of our lives. And the rest of tonight for whatever feels right. We're doing it our way, just acting our age. One day we'll look back just shaking our heads. But right now we're too fast to slow down just yet. We're doing it our way, just acting our age. Just acting our age. Here that I just met, but we're acting like we go back. It's 3 a.m., but we ain't done yet, trying our best to make it last. Freedom running through us like an open. We're too high on being young and there's still to race. We've got the rest of our lives for the rest of our lives. And the rest of tonight for whatever feels right. We're doing it our way, just acting our age. One day we'll look back just shaking our heads. But right now we're too fast to slow down just yet. We're doing it our way, just acting our age. Just acting our age. Doing it our way, just acting our age. One day we'll look back, just shaking our heads. But right now we're too fast to slow down, just yet. We're doing it our way, just acting our age. second body cost a lot. After I bought it, I just wore it home. Reading philosophy and gossip rags. Spending my bottom dollar on my toes. I'm a pacifist who's never not been pacified. I'm a piece of... It's a point of pride. I'm the super rich complaining I want more in life. Cry, baby, cry, oh, cry, baby, cry, oh. Really care where I stand in the winner's circle. Make room for a man from the middle with you. I don't even know how I got to the finish, but don't care, don't make no difference to me. I don't understand what you're saying, only kind of listen.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Today's matchup features a couple of big targets who will be looking to get open in the middle of the field. It's the Rams going up against the Jets. So with kickoff straight ahead, we'll check in with our broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. Set to return. Here's Nick Marshall. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a prolific passer in his days at Baylor. It's Bryce Petty.
One thing Bryce Petty knows, and that's patience. Coming out of high school, ended up having a gray shirt when he first got to Baylor. Then he had to sit behind two other quarterbacks while they got their opportunity before he finally hit the field. In fact, he had graduated from Baylor as an undergrad before he took his first snap as a starter for the Bears.
Forte, the lone running back. And he'll get it up the middle. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And here are the starters offensively. And one of the wideouts, Eric Decker.
Remember when he came out of school, out of Minnesota, many thought he was nothing more than a number 2 or 3 receiver? He's proven everyone wrong. He's a guy who's a high-volume catcher and a terrific player downfield.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
Again they run. Again it's Forte. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Here's Petty. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Deep for the Rams, Tavon Austin. Here's Austin. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now here comes Los Angeles, a team that really struggled, especially, gosh, the last 12 games, they lost 11 of them. Of course, they had a head coaching change, but let's discuss Jared Goff. 5 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, started the final 7 games of the season. Where does he figure in going forward?
He figures to be the face of that franchise. He is the key that they have to build around, and I really thought that they lost time by not playing him earlier. Experience, let him get better as the season goes on. He did start the last 7 games, all losses, but he gained valuable experience in doing so. They have a runner in Todd Gurley. They have to beef up the offensive line, get a few more receivers. But I'll tell you what, Jared Goff has potential in the NFL.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. And this offense certainly hoping that a veteran wide receiver in Britt can set the tone here in this one.
And we've seen better maturity out of him as his career has gone on, but no lack of speed. He can still get deep and hurt a defense.
And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run. Throwing on 3rd, Goff surveying the field, and he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
So the Rams call on Johnny Hecker here to punt it away on 4th down. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Jets. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Petty now. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it's a 2nd down. The starters on defense here for Los Angeles.
Mark Barron entered the league as a safety, but really plays much more like a linebacker. One thing we always notice at the end of every game, his stat sheet is full.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
They'll drop to throw. Finding time. And this is caught. First catch by Brandon Marshall. A good pick up there of 20 yards. The numbers for Marshall this year, Charles, way down from 2015. Still played all 16 games, but the yards went from 1,500 to 788, and touchdowns dropped from 14 to 3.
It's always difficult when you don't get consistency at the quarterback position to get that kind of yardage as a wide receiver. And this year, unfortunately for him, had struggles with Ryan Fitzpatrick. Geno Smith gets hurt, and Bryce Petty also did not finish the season.
Forte, the lone running back. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got room. A solid stiff arm. A big play there out of the running game. 34 yards.
All right, I've got to be careful here, all right? He's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
What are you saying? I'm on the plus side of 30.
But if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely. Still got a lot of life left in those legs. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
All right, here we go. Blue landing. Blue landing.
Back to the ground on first, it's Forte. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
This is going to sound a little strange, but that was a really nice effort because he broke a tackle and almost sprang free, but it still ended up with a loss of yardage. The defense won that battle.
And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. They'll come out in the pistol.
All right, here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It'll be a gain of 4. And that's going to make it third down and 10. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop. So we've reached the end of a fairly even first quarter of play. 0-0 our score, and we will return to MetLife Stadium after this.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. 10 yards to go on 3rd. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
On now is Nick Folk in the field goal unit for the Jets. And Folk's kick is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So after slogging through a scoreless first quarter, we have action on the scoreboard. A field goal makes it 3-0.
Well, with these two offenses, we weren't going to stay 0-0 forever, were we? I'm not sure that this opens the floodgates, but I doubt that's the last scoring we're going to see.
After the made field goal, back out is Nick Folk to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. off you go.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I'm still struggling to wrap my mind around the year Todd Gurley had with the Los Angeles Rams. I thought he was a lock for 1,000 yards. Didn't approach it and never got over 100 yards in a single game all season.
Yeah, and his rookie year, we know what he did. He was averaging 4.8 yards a carry as a rookie, 3.2 this year. How much of it was up front on the O-line?
There was plenty of that, but he also has to increase his vision. And I think he may add a little bit more weight back on in order to break a few more tackles. And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Goff on first down. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking for the tight end, Lance Kendricks, there. And now it's second down.
Well, partners, that pass falls incomplete. How about a few guys who will probably look at this season as being incomplete for them? And I'll start with Carlos Hyde, the nice runner for the San Francisco 49ers. 12 yards shy of 1,000.
In the backfield, Melvin Gordon, 3 yards shy of 1,000. Then Devontae Adams on the receiving end. He finished with 997 as well. And how about Matt Ryan throwing the ball? 56 shy of 5,000. Now he'll be in the playoffs, but won't get the 5,000 for the regular season.
Man, 5,000 yards throwing the ball for a quarterback nowadays, that's a heck of a benchmark, but what a season for Matty Ice. My good friend, I'm just going to pose the question to you. Did that look like a pass that he should have thrown?
Now, the rookie probably needs to be a little bit more careful in these situations.
Yeah, that throw will turn him into a veteran quicker, but not in the way that he wants. He wants to learn his lessons by making good throws, not throws like that.
Now it's gone. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Rams defense now as they get ready for the next possession. And a field goal surrendered the last time out. Just by and large, are field goals wins for the defensive side?
They certainly are in today's football because offenses are so tuned up and usually have the ability to strike almost at will. But when you're only giving up 3, you feel like it's almost like basketball. You're trading, right? I give up 3 on my end. I'm counting my offense to get 6 on the other, and that is a win.
Yeah, it's a win for the kicker, too, I guess, if he makes the field goal, right?
No doubt about it. He feels good about things, but his team feels like they settled.
Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll look to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And now a first down following that long gain.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
Forte, the lone running back. Here's Patty. Safarian Jenkins has it. Still fighting for more. Stiff-armed another.
You know how hard it is to fight that off?
So a minute 51 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Larry Ridley. Larry will have highlights and analysis of this first half. I'm guessing mostly defensive highlights that we will see.
Yeah, and that's kind of cool. No touchdown scored yet so far.
Yeah, none whatsoever. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Hurry up, here we go.
On first down, this is Forte. Look at the spin. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Matt Forte, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Nick Folk for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it's capped off by a Matt Forte touchdown run. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here. And now we spotlight the Jets defense. They'll be hoping to come up with that same type of effort they had last time when they forced the punt that led to a touchdown.
And that type of effort just continues to carry over, because once you get it done once, you feel like you can do it again and again. It's no guarantee, but you got to like the confidence that they take back out into the field.
Now, will they keep that confidence? Time to find out.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now Goff on first down. Got his man over the middle. This is quick. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On second down, here's Goff. He's got quick. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. 3rd and 2. Goff. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. On first down, it's gone. Looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And now out come the Jets. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Michael Brockers coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Forte, the lone running back. Petty now. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Quincy Enunwa as the first half is winding down. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Now Folk for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. Now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Second down and just 1. The throw on second down is gone. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
So just 1 yard to go here on third down. Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking to get it to Kenny Britt that time, and it brings up 4th down.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Here we go now. Blue landed. Blue landed.
The final shot before break here. Goff. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to go up top again. And it is incomplete. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry.
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Jets are happy to be sitting in the locker room with the lead. The Rams didn't play their best, and they'll need to be at their best now to come back. All right, let's roll those highlights. Jets with the ball midway through the second. Bowman's wide open, able to make the grab. And he ends up at midfield before he's stopped on the play. Jets later on the drive. Fortes shakes free with the spin, and he'll go in for the score, taking the lead up to 10. 1st and 10. Here the defense will come up with the pick. Harris is in position, and he is the one who comes away with the ball. Now following the interception, the catch is made after a quick pass, and nobody can stop him on this long touchdown. Jets push the lead to 17. So that's it for us. We'll go back now to East Rutherford for the start of the second half.
All right, Larry, indeed. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they worked their way back on the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Partners, a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
They come up in an offset eye. On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
On first down, gone. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, we've got a hot second here. Let's talk about the AFC divisional round matchups because both are rematches from the regular season. Houston did compete very well against New England. I think Jacoby Brissett was playing quarterback for the Patriots. And Kansas City, the same thing against Pittsburgh. I think Pittsburgh was up big in that ball game.
Yeah, Pittsburgh rolled 43-14 in that one. And you're right, Brissett started week 3. Pats beat the Texans 27-0. Hard to go against the Patriots. I think the Steelers and Chiefs should be a fun one.
I agree with you totally on that because I think that Kansas City-Pittsburgh game, they're the sleeper for going to the Super Bowl, the winner of that one. Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says try something different, try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
Throwing on third. Gone. Got a man. It's his tight end, Lance Kendricks. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Fresh set of downs here. Now a play fake here on first down. And that's caught inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Here we go. 3-19.
Goff on first down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it first and goal. So there on that play, offensively, they were in the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
The one running back is Gurley. He's going to get the football. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
Another try on second down with Gurley. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
I'm going to have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the fourth quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one, but I don't think they're built like that.
Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Todd Gurley punching it in from a yard away. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And it's 17-7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's finished off by a Todd Gurley touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take one that said, hey, we're going to be able to go deep because they've gone deep with a lot of success.
And pick your phrase, pick your code words, your buzzwords, whatever. Vertical stretch, deep passes, go routes, right? What's that route you love? What's that route you love?
4 verts.
4 verts. All of it working because they're able to find ways to get deep, and for him to show off that big, big arm.
We see some of that big arm right here. He has been great. The drive begins with a run by Forte. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Set. Blue, landing. Blue, landing.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. Here's Patty. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10.
Green, 39.
Petty now. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now Austin. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
On 1st and 10, Goff eluding the pressure right. A good pickup there, a 22.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
So one running back is Gurley. On 1st down, it's Goff. He's got time. Over the middle, he hits Austin. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
On 1st and goal. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
It's a bit of a dangerous part of the field for him to break into their bag of tricks, but for a minute there, I thought it was going to set up perfectly for him. Instead, they don't get into the end zone, but they do pick up positive yardage.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Second and goal from the 5. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. It's the fullback taking it in. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And that has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Throws left side complete to Brandon Marshall. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Getting late here in the fourth, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Here's Forte, trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. On 2nd down, Forte. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. So a 3rd and 8.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green.
Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards. And now a decision here on 4th and 1.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And now a high kick, but he hit it straight up. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds.
It's caught inside the 25. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow. Did you see them hold up 4 fingers to the start of the fourth quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The fourth quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
Zerline now for the PAT. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. One possession game. Time very much a factor.
All right, here we go.
How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts. Got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on 3rd down after that sack.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw. Rifling one complete into the hands of Marshall. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
3-19.
He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it's becoming increasingly clear now that the Rams are going to win this football game. Apparently they weren't interested in playing the field position game. They opt to keep their offense out there. A big mistake in hindsight.
Yeah, that one backfired. In hindsight's always 20/20, but let's call it what it was. We would have first guessed that one and said, don't do it here. Bad situation. I think they need to be closer to midfield before I would start to think it was a good idea.
Yeah.
And once you start taking risks like that, you're going to have to keep taking them throughout the game, especially when they don't work.
Yeah, at this stage of the second half, interesting. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And look at this. The punt team is out there. Somebody better give them the memo that it's second down. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Green, 39.
He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10.
Here we go again. Here we go again. Now let's go. Where's 52? Watch 52.
1 final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the fourth quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
Going down and the weekend's here. Save my soul. I can feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the weekend's here. Save my soul. Who's on with me? Who's on with me?
On the car, it's like a weekend at Bernie's, and baby, you look the part. I'm about to get it poppin', call a Uber, cause I'm a scuba. Dive while he driving, shot it rockin', and I maneuver. I know you like it when I put it, yeah. Maybe you should bring a friend along.